Okay, so let's start. So we are already live on YouTube, and I'm Louise. I'm here with Iago for our English immersion here at Talk and Talk. And Talk and Talk is a platform where we can practice new languages like English, Mandarin, Italian. Now we have German, by the way. I don't know. I'm very excited. I think it's very difficult. Like, join immersion with like nothing, no background. But I think it's very nice that we have here. But this is not a class, of course. So I'm not a teacher. We won't correct each other. We are here just to practice. Can you start introducing yourself?
Yes. Hello, everyone. My name is Iago. I'm 29. I live in Apuiarés, a small town in Ceará. I live here with my husband and 7 cats. You can see a white one here. That's another one here. They are sleeping. It's a little cold. No, not now, but it was a little cold at the beginning of the morning, so they are all cuddling themselves. Um, I work as an instructional designer. I love to read in my free time, and I like to go to the gym every day, basically, and I think that's it.
Nice. I'm Louise, 27. Live in São Paulo with my girlfriend. I work with strategic marketing. I love to swim. I'm swimming now. I come back to this sport because it was too expensive for me, but now I'm able to swim. And today I'm going to start climbing. I love climbing, but today I have a class like after this this immersion, so I'm very excited. Eu já tô com roupa de ir. And yeah, love to read too, love coffee. Okay, so
You're like
oh
a little child going to a trip right now. You
yes,
will get up, and you already put the clothes that you
yes,
need
yes.
later. And I love that you're a very sporty girl because I really like to go to the gym, but I can't do anything else. I don't have
Why?
because I don't have the courage to do anything.
I don't
Sometimes
have it either.
I always think, oh, on Saturdays I should really go out for a walk at the beginning of the morning, and I never do that because I don't know.
I hate walks. Like I totally hate it. I hate running too, but I also love to run. But I don't know, I just try it because I like it. I like it. And my girlfriend, she's like so active, like so active you can even imagine. So it's like an inspiration, I don't know,
Uh,
or
if
maybe a company.
you don't feel the courage enough to go to, she pushes pull you.
Yes, yeah,
That's a good
totally.
thing.
And it's like totally different, not different, but things that I can't even imagine doing, like jiu-jitsu, Muay Thai. Hate this kind of thing. Hate being punched.
That's a thing
So,
that I'm really interested to, this kind of thing. But in my city, I don't have any other. It's only like go to the gym or go for a walk on the streets.
but you like working out, right?
Yes, I like.
I love it too. I think it's necessary. I like it. And I love to feel strong, you know?
Yes, and for me, it's like my time to my meditation. I like to say that because it's an hour that I take just to myself to do something for myself. It's good. I I I learned how to like because I hate it, but now
I
I
used to
really
hate it
like.
too. I used to hate it. I used to hate
Yes.
it. Then I saw like some progress, like muscle
Yeah.
things, and I don't know, my body is like changed a little. So I think, oh, so That's the people, that's who does it like are talking about because this is so nice. And I don't know, I
Yes,
think I love the community. I love the community. I love watching girls like working out on TikTok like with beautiful clothes. I think it's very nice.
yes.
I love the concept of working out. Okay, so today we are going to talk about how was or how were your 20s. This subject I was like very excited to talk about it. I was like waiting like for a few more people to join us because this is a subject that I love. People, I'm very curious about other people uh, point of view because I don't know, I like to think about it. I love being 27. I love that I'm almost 30 but not yet. So this is a subject that I really enjoy. So let's start with question number 2. Were there any defining moments in your 20s that made you feel like you were transitioning to adolescence to adulthood? What do you think?
I I think that when I moved to live with my husband, I think it was something that really changed a lot for us. But I when I moved, I was exactly 20. So it's a big difference when you come out to your parents' house. I don't know if I said that right, but when you're out of your parents' house and you don't have some things that were done easily, like laundry. That's something that when you are in your parents' house, you probably don't worry about it because in my house, my mom used to take care of that. I used to take care of other things. She always taught me to do everything in a home, like I know the basics. I don't like cooking, but I know the basics, I know how to keep my house clean, this kind of things, because we know that some people don't learn that when they are growing up. But it's still knowing, being taught that there were still sometimes some things that you don't worry about it when you are in your parents' house, like paying some bills, like you probably don't pay the energy bill when you are in your parents' house. Some things are already existing and you don't know how. When you are in your own place, sharing with other person, you have to deal with these little things that you didn't know yet. And I think that's something that changed a lot because I think that the relationship that you have with money change also because of these things, because when you are in your own place, you need to have money for something that can come up. A light can can stop working. A pipe can broke. You need to deal with these things.
And it's so expensive. No one told me.
Yes. And if you don't know how to do, you have to look for some person that knows how, And I think that for me was that I was 20 and I was moving to live with my back then boyfriend. And I feel that a lot of things changed for me. And I think that when we left our parents' house, we are forced to grow up in some ways.
Yes, totally. Uh, I'm just like you. I feel the same. Rent was a game changing for me. It was like when I, I don't know. I realized uh, how life can be if you are an adult. So rent totally changed this experience for me because I I started to I moved out my parents' house, my mom's house, when I was 17. to college to study. Like it's not in another city; it's just in another neighborhood. I don't know why I did it. I guess I think I was looking for my independence, maybe. So but I never paid rent. It was like my father, so it was very different than it's right now. So something that I totally feel as an adult is paying rent with my salary, which is like almost the same amount. Thanks God I have someone to split because it's so expensive living here in downtown São Paulo. So this is like, I don't know, the reality was like so strange, so real. So I don't know how to feel about it yet. But when I learn how to live by myself, because I used to live alone here, then my girlfriend joined me, but I used to live alone. Then I needed to like understand. I've been like out of my mom's house since I was 17, but I never lived alone. I always lived with a roommate or housemate or whatever. So I feel this responsibility, and I tried to understand who I was, like what I like to do in the evenings, what is like my routine for cleaning, working, studying, and it was like kind of a messy thing. It was chaotic in the beginning because I hated to live alone. Don't know why. I was like so afraid of the dark or ghosts or anything that is not. I don't know. It's almost paranormal events. So I guess this was when my frontal lobe evolved like fully, because I had to experience this reality, and I'm currently loving it. Actually, I love my routine, love my life, but it's so much easier with my girlfriend because I have the company, of course, everything. So it's much easier to experience adulthood with someone who's also discovering themselves. But yes, don't have an exactly answer, but I don't know, this moment when I had to be responsible, maybe. Terrible, right?
Yes, but I
So
think
cruel.
also that it's a really good thing because you learn how to deal with things in your life, and you have to discover how to deal with things by yourself because you always have someone to help you when you are in your parents' house. Some things can be really easier when you live with other people, but when you leave your parents' house, I don't know, as I said, I believe that we grow up in some really different ways that we can imagine, we can expect it, like dealing with little things like a doctor's appointment
Yes.
that your mom used to
Terrifying,
take care,
terrifying.
used to go with you. My mom always says that my sister still can go to the doctors by herself. She always needs to be with her, or her husband needs to go with her. And that's something that I really don't understand because that's your doctor's appointment. You need to go by yourself.
Yes, I hate this part of life. Like going to the dentist, going to
Yes.
a emergency room was like terrible for me. My connection is like kind of bad right now, so I'm sorry if my video is like cracking.
Yes, just a
But
little bit, but I can hear you fine.
okay. Um, Something that I remember that when I moved to this apartment, everything that can happen to you happened to me. Like the shower stopped like to function. I broke the, I don't know, the tornado. I broke mirrors, uh, wardrobe, uh, almost everything. Like I literally broke the mirror like in the second day living here. Like I don't know about Lady Murphy, Murphy's Law, but everything that could happen to a person happened to me living here. Okay, question number three.
Okay. How did your career education evolve throughout this decade, and what were some key milestones? Uh, I think that I did a lot of things that I want to experience in my career. I am graduating in English. I was a teacher for a few years in public schools in my city, but I realized that that was something that I didn't want to do for the rest of my life.
Mhm.
But I was really interested about um, the administration in education. So I did a post degree on that, and I had the opportunity to work with that. But it was the worst year in my life because I it was good, but it was really difficult. It was during the pandemic. I was leading the whole pedagogical team in my city, and we were responsible for like 7 schools and a lot of kindergarten places. I don't know how to say that in English,
Wow.
but schools for little kids, you know. Um,
Hmm.
and we always needed to be in touch with the responsibles of the schools, and it was really difficult because, you know, dealing with people, it's difficult, and we had to deal with a lot of a lot of people, a lot of problems that were new because of the pandemic. And I was a leader, and I think that I was too young to be a leader. I think that I was 24 or 25. It was 2001. Yeah, I think that I was 25. And then I
Wow.
left that job. And then now I'm working as an instructional designer that I discovered that was something that I discovered last year, and I am working with that since 2023. Yeah, almost 2 years now, actually. And I'm trying to transition in careers for UX. I am studying. I need to make some things with that. I need to get more experience to really try to to change careers. But I think that we discussed that on a few weeks ago,
Yeah.
immersions. And but I think that the work market for that's strange right now since the layoffs in the end of 2023, I think.
Totally.
So I'm not sure, and I'm really not sure where I'm going about my work life, but I'm fine with that too. I always thought that in my 20s I should really be sure about what I was supposed to do with work. But I think that I make peace with this thinking, you know, because everything change. You can change your mind, you can change your work, and that's fine.
Yes, totally. And what do you do exactly as an instructional designer?
I really don't know how to explain what I do because a lot of things is related to I deal with a lot of text. So I spend my whole day reading basically. So, but for example, we have a lot of different projects. We already have projects that, for example, we did a whole Unity content for um, graduation or post-degree course, for online course
Mm-hmm.
EAD.
Mm-hmm.
And we developed the disciplines, all of that, the structure of the discipline, the I forgot how to say roteiro, the scripts for video classes, for podcasts, for questions, a lot of things.
Nice. Nice. Now I understood the related relation with your past
Yes,
position
it's
as a
education
teacher.
related
Yeah.
yet. So it was for that was a fine transition, because that was something that I didn't know, but it's still related to education. So it was easy to learn things.
Nice. And do you enjoy?
Yes, I like, but as I said, the beginning of this immersion, I'm on a specific task that I
Yes.
am too
Yes, you're
tired.
right.
But usually I like it. Does this task in a specific that, oh my God, I'm tired.
Okay. Do you mind if I close my camera for a bit because I can't like see you?
No, it's okay.
Okay, just for a bit. Um, nice, nice. And do you think that as a UX designer, it's like totally different from what you do right now? I think it's kind of, it can be related, right?
I think that some things can be related. I think the UX is totally related with understand how people learn to use things,
Yes,
you know?
the
And
flow
that's a
thing.
thing. Yes. And that's a thing that I did being a teacher. For example, you have to deal with a lot of students. You need to make your content interesting and engaging. And
Mhm.
I think that's totally related with user experience.
Yes, yes, the researches, the interviews. Yeah,
Totally.
I like this part actually. I completed like a course last year when I was deciding to study technology, and I like the part of the research, the techniques. I don't know to study about it. Hate the Figma thing. Hate it, like the design part. But I don't know, not hate just because I hate it, but I think it was very difficult for me. Don't know why,
Yeah.
even though Figma is so simple to use.
Yeah, everything changed last year, so I don't know. But yeah, I think that it's a simple tool to use. It's really, I think that it was made for UX designers because the experience that I think that it's really good.
Yes.
But and you can do a lot of things all about, but I really can't do anything about like motion design. For me, that's too difficult.
Too difficult. It's like a whole other level for me.
Yes, and people do like totally full animations on that,
Yes.
and
Yes.
I think that it's an incredible ability. I really want to do in the future like an UI course
Mm-hmm.
focused because I like that part.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a lot of things to discover on that.
Yes, you have to be like very good to find a good position to be well
Yeah.
paid because you need to like I don't know to be at least advanced in something. And for me to be advanced in Figma, for example, is like I don't know, it's not possible for me. Yeah, and I don't want it. It's so difficult. I don't want it. Okay, so my turn, right? Yes,
Yes.
I
How it was
experienced.
for you?
It was very difficult. It was very difficult for me thinking the education part, career, because I never understood like totally what I wanted to do. Like I start with art degree, like really art, so paintings, sculpture, photography, and it was like so fun. But even it could be very terrible sometimes. Then I drop it out. I'm art school dropout. Then I wanted to study something more realistic for me. So I tried theater, love theater, have a degree in theater, really love it. Not acting, but working on the set and scenario thing. It was like I don't know, it was like 10. I worked with this for almost a decade. Then I tried history of art, studied art, more as a hobby, I confess, because I really enjoyed, but I was not thinking about having like a job position with this degree, with
But it was like
history.
a graduation or a
Yes,
post degree.
it was a graduation.
But
So I
it's like
studied
for
like for,
teaching, basically, right?
yes, yes, could be, but I was like thinking about curadoria
Mm.
or
For
uh,
galleries, this kind of thing.
yes, this kind of thing. And
Oh, that's nice.
I studied with the curators at Bienal, São Paulo. So it was very good experience for me. Work in a few museums. It was great, but always this kind of problems that we heard about it, like 6 per 1 work scale, working for 12 hours. So it was terrible for me, like totally deception. And but it's okay. That's okay. I'm over it right now. Then I decided like last year to study technology. I don't know exactly right why. I'm always saying like in job interviews that I, as a kid, I used to love technology, and I used to love computers and being able to make a difference. But it's not like the whole picture. It's just my speech for job interviews. I guess it's because it's like a whole new different career, and I'm able to work from home. I'm well paid for an intern. I work for a big company, and it's very, very nice. And you can work like in every position. Like it's not something that you can only work with technology, programming, or something like this, being a dev. I don't need to code to
It's
work. So
data that you do, right?
yes, I study technology, like analysis de desenvolvimento de sistemas, the most basic one, just
Mm.
because I want to have a degree in technology, and I work with strategic designer at Bayer. So it's not, sorry, it's strategic marketing. It's not like marketing itself, like publicity or marketing for social media, advertisement, or something like this. It's more like corporate marketing. So I'm always like
Yeah,
with
I
market
love.
share data. It's so different, but it's so cool.
I don't know if you ever saw this meme on TikTok that is like marketing girls, and it's like a flower and a lot of fun icons, and marketing girls on the computer like going
Yes,
insane. You
yes,
are
it's
this kind.
yes. I am exactly this one, because uh, data analysis is something that I discovered like last year. What it is, what you can do it, what you use to do it, like the tools like Power BI or something like this. And it's very fun because I love the area. It's the agriculture sector. So I really enjoy it because my family used to work with this. Uh, so it's familiar, but I work with lots of senior people. Like I don't have like juniors working with me, just another interns. I don't have like someone that I can explain it, but it's all like seniors, always managers, gestores, and you diretor. So it's very difficult to work in this environment, but I like it very much because it's so healthy. It's a healthy environment, and everyone is so welcoming, and and I'm learning like a lot, especially in programming languages like Python, using Python for data analysis. So this is like a big experience, the most important experience of my career, I think, because it's like the transition. So it's very important to me. I'm currently loving it. I used to be very disappointed and very unsatisfied, you know. But now I feel that I understood, like finally.
Yeah, and I think that when you feel comfortable in a place that you can make wrongs and learn new things, that's great, because I don't know, when you are really afraid to make mistakes in your workplace, in your career, I don't think that we evolved enough with fear. But when you have the comfort to do that and to have people that will look for you and no, it's this way, this other,
Mm-hmm.
because I love this when people are really able to take some time and teach you how to do something, even if a 10-minute meeting, I think that it's so important
Mm-hmm.
because not a lot of people do that anymore. We are always expected to start a job knowing the things already, and we don't.
Mm-hmm. Yes, totally, totally. Love to work in this kind of environment when everyone like knows how it is to be a beginner or a junior or something.
Yeah.
Yes. Do you want to choose a question? I think it's the last one. We have time just for
Oh,
one.
I think that the fourth question, it's a nice one. What personal habits or routines did you develop in your 20s that have had a lasting impact on your life? Um, I think that for me, exercising was really something that changed a lot for me because, I always used to exercise. My whole life, I was obligated to go to the gym, to go walking, to do something because I really didn't enjoy doing anything. I never enjoy like physics education on school because back then it was only like football and I hate football. It
Same.
was good when the teacher used to took a volleyball ball, but it was rare, And I think that in my 20s I started to enjoy. I think that in 2019 was the year that I was like, oh, I think that I'm really enjoying doing this. And then came the pandemic. And then I started enjoying yoga. I discovered yoga through the pandemic. And
Prelate yoga videos.
yes, and and then after the pandemic, I went back to the gym maybe 3 years ago after the vaccines. Yeah, I think it was like the end of 2021. We were already with the second shot, I think. And then I went back to the gym and I was really enjoying, and now I can say that I really like it. And with that, some habits changing. Like I'm not crazy about eating, but I really focused on eating healthier. I'm not crazy about it, but making good meals, uh, enough to keep me healthy, but I can eat some cake, some pizza, because there are people that don't eat this kind of
Delicious.
thing. So you need
Yes.
balance in your life.
Yes.
I basically don't drink alcohol anymore because I never liked actually. I always hated beer, but I don't know when you go out with some friends and you go to a bar or a restaurant and people are always drinking. and I used to force myself to go with this person, but that's something that I changed my mind that, oh, I think that I never enjoy drinking. Why do I drink?
Mm-hmm.
I'm good with the with a Diet Coke, you know,
Love it.
with a Sprite. I'm fine with that. And with that came some changes with some friendships also because you always have some friends that are only for drinking, you know.
Yes.
I never drink that much, but some friends that I only have for that to go out for a drink, really rarely for me, but there are some people that I don't have that much contact, you know. Yeah, but I think that exercising is something that really changed a lot of things for me and that I really think about long-term impact, you know, because when you exercise, you can age better, I think. And of
Mm-hmm.
course, as we are speaking at the beginning of the immersion, it's nice to see the some results that we can have
Yes.
now. But I always like to think in long term because it takes some times, you know, to build like a beautiful shoulder, you know. It takes some times, it takes patience. So it's something that that I intend to do for the rest of my life, I think.
Yes. Yes, I used to see it like as to lose weight, but now I really enjoy it, like working out and exercising, like going for a run, even on the treadmill. I think it's very, I don't know, it's refreshing. I love the endorphin. I love feeling, I don't know, I think that I feel more confident when I'm exercising. Like
Yes.
I feel that boost of energy and endorphin, then I feel more like I feel powerful. And I guess have like almost the same answer. I love to see how my habits evolve over time. Of course, I'm a work in progress, so I have like lots of part of my life that I want to improve in habit speaking. But I guess I know how to organize my routine better. Like, I love to eat every day at the same time. I love to wake up early, doing my things, and I'm very annoying with cleaning habits. So I know how I like my house organizing. So I know that it's sometimes it's like a toxic behavior, but I try to balance this. Um, Let me see. Drinking water. This is something that I improve like a lot. Love drinking water, and I used to like drinking when I just like remember, but now I have like a good balance. Let me see. Diet, not in a toxic way. I ate pizza like yesterday, and that's okay. I don't need to burn the calories like in the next day. That's okay. I will burn, but it's not like because it's not out of pressure. Let me see, and spend time with people that I really enjoy, like being more discerning about it. Like I don't have like lots of friends. I have like very a very little number of good friends, and I love to spend time with them, but quality time, not like every single weekend, because I work a lot, so I'm always tired. And yes, that's it.
Yeah, you said about weekends, and that's something that really changed when we grow up
Totally,
because I
totally.
don't know, when we are really young, weekends is for going out, seeing people,
Yes,
and sometimes you only wish to stay home and eat a good meal and stay the whole day, lay down, seeing a
yeah,
movie, reading a book. And I think that's so important. And and I think that's why it's also so difficult having new friends in our middle 20s. I can't remember any new friend that I made after my, I don't know, 23, 25.
Yeah,
I can't
same.
remember. I have the same friends that I had when I was 19, 15.
Yes.
I have really a few friends that it was from school, but the few that I have, I'm really close to, even though I take some while to see them because we are all over places. That's
Mm-hmm.
something that I really miss, to be more close to some friends. But life happens, people move to different places, and that's it.
Yes, my best friend's in other countries, so it's very difficult for us to see each other. But yes, you're right. I think it's very nice when we can see this. Like in this weekend, my plans are climbing and cleaning my house because that's the only time that I have to like clean everything, like change the mobilia. I don't know. I guess I love this kind of routine because when I was like younger, I used to go out like every single weekend and I used to drink every single weekend and being like lots of bad stuff. But now I totally prefer to swim, go for a jog, and eat something delicious, cooking something with girlfriend, and watching the Oscar nominees. I don't know. Very excited about it actually, the Oscar. Okay, so we have 4 more minutes. I don't think it's enough time for another question.